WOCA.
Ocala.
All right, 25 minutes before 11 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Joe Reichel is in the studio from Damage Control Services, and he is on the air to talk to you about damage that might have occurred to your home and how you can have it fixed. If it's small enough and you think you can handle it yourself, but you need a little advice, he's here to help you with that. If it's too big or you just can't handle it by yourself for whatever reason, Joe's the guy to call also, because he has all of that expertise, and he works with a bunch of guys that have expertise over at Damage Control Services. And my recommendation is simple. Get one of Joe's magnetic business cards, put it on your refrigerator, and then hope you never need it. Come on, Joe. How you doing?
Wonderful.
You were out in the redwood forest.
I was.
I'm jealous. This is one of my bucket list things.
I was out in Big Basin State Park, which is the very first state park in California, and that's where the redwoods are. So.
Was that the first time you've ever been there?
First time out in California, yeah.
Wow.
Well, I flew into L.A. and spent a night, and then went on to Hawaii.
But that doesn't count.
Yeah.
But I mean, the redwood forest.
Yeah, it's the first time really going to California,
that is
enjoying
cool.
the sights and just being a part of being there, and it was very incredible seeing the giant sequoias, the redwoods,
right.
It was really, really cool.
And considering that a lot of your work has to do with fallen trees. Yeah. Those trees, when they fall, there's not a whole lot you can do, is there?
Well, and that's the thing, we see the damage that trees can do to a house, and looking at those trees, I mean, it was just unreal, the size of these trees. So I did a lot of running around while I was out there going and seeing different things, and did a little bit.
I mean, we pondered everything, and not to get too religious, but when I think of things like that, I think, oh, gosh, God is amazing. I mean, he takes
sure enough,
and there's a never-ending diversity on this planet of things.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest trees. Is that the only place in the world they grow that big? You know?
I believe so.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Or strange or amazing?
Well, there was, several of them in other areas, but they had been cut down over time and whatnot. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the only place they remain in the United States.
So there's
the Pacific coastline.
So there was a little scare, called Danny. It was a tropical storm, became hurricane. Now it's like nothing. It's falling apart. But right behind it is another one called Erica. Have you heard of Erica?
Yep.
Now, Erica, according to the forecast, we are in the line of fire for Erica. They think she might hit us. And we were talking about this morning, and there was a story yesterday because of Danny, and I handed it to you, that said something about the amount of damage is immense, even if it's just a tiny little flood.
And yeah, this was the AAA let out this. Officials at AAA were saying that it's a good time to look at your storm season strategy and to put into place one if you don't have one already, and this includes a plan to deal with flooding. Even if it doesn't seem that you'll be at risk, because floods are the #1 disaster in the United States, and we know whenever these tropical storms come in, there's a lot more water, a lot of rain,
right.
In an extended period of time where we get a lot more rain. So we can have, a lot of times we do have rainwater come in and cause flooding. It was saying here that homes in low-risk zones account for nearly 20% of flood claims every year. Just 2 inches of water in a 20,000 square foot home can cause as much as $21,000 or more in damage.
Wow. And the interesting part, in addition to the dollar amount, is that 20% of the homes are in low-risk zones.
Low-risk
zones. So you think you're safe.
Right.
And 20% of them actually come from those areas that we think are safe.
Right.
Wow.
We've had several, just Friday we had 2 floods. Yesterday we had another flood. A piece of plumbing broke yesterday underneath a sink, and flooded a bathroom and master bedroom area. So that's caused by your plumbing. That's different than what we're talking about here, where it's storm water that's coming in and causing the flood. So these are disasters that we never know when a natural disaster such as a hurricane is going to come through and cause serious devastation.
Yeah, but I guess prepared. And the whole time I was reading that story yesterday, I was thinking about you because, you have embedded in my mind to have that package ready at the door.
Your to-go bag.
Yeah, to go, yeah.
Just in case you need to evacuate, you need to have, a bag that you can grab and go real quick with.
Sure, you have a phone call. By the way, the phone line is open. Anybody who wants to call may call. The number is 622-9622. Good morning. You're on the air with Joe Reichel.
Hey, good morning, Joe. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Where was the best hamburger?
Are you talking about best hamburger in California?
Yeah, man. I'll hang up and get the answer.
Thanks for the call, Joe. That definitely the best burger I enjoyed while out there was at In-N-Out Burgers. Really good.
I saw that picture. Is that why he's asking?
Yeah, that's why he's asking.
Okay.
Yeah, it was very good. I had the animal style.
Oh, really?
Of the In-N-Out Burger. Yeah, a double, which is a double cheeseburger. I don't know why they call it a double, but it's a double animal style with animal style fries. So it has the grilled onions, and the fries were pretty delicious. The French fries had grilled onions, cheese, and Thousand Island dressing on them. That's why they're called.
That sounds good.
That's animal style. I felt sick after eating all that.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Did you know
it's a lot of food.
When I was much younger, I was a vegetarian for 3 years.
Okay.
So in 1977, I was 22. So that was the end of my vegetarian years, because that's the year I went to California, and they had the Great American Food and Beverage Company or something like that. And I said, well, that cheeseburger looks pretty good. So I ended my vegetarian years.
There was all kinds of great places to eat in California. I did not lack for great food.
The Joe who just called, Joe Niles, had sent an email. I guess he sent it to many people, and he was asking for somebody who would know how to help, like a handyman type of a person. So I recommended you to perhaps get back to him and maybe recommend somebody. I don't know if that's. I mean, that doesn't sound like exactly what you do. It sounds like what you do is more professional, more detail.
Well, we went and looked at a smaller job for Joe. Maybe that's what he's needing, but or maybe that's why he had called. So,
but anyway, then he sent me a letter back with all of the responses he got from all the people he wrote to. So
nice.
he found, with one email campaign, he found maybe half a dozen leads if you wanted to have a handyman.
Well, that's a very good service to offer because there's a lot of people that need smaller projects done like that. So,
yeah, get a magnetic sign and put it on your car door. And if you have those skills, you're probably never going to be without work. There's always somebody who.
There's a lot of people that need handyman services. Just you have to be careful because a lot of times different projects that a handyman could do, that he doesn't need to have. A contractor's license, but you do have to have. These are permitted jobs.
Yeah,
you need to have a permit.
That's why I think I would ask somebody who does have a license. Can you recommend somebody? If I don't need a license, then I'll get somebody who doesn't need one.
Right.
Who doesn't have one. All right, we've got. Can you believe it? Already up to the middle point of this show. So the phone lines are open. If you want to call Joe Reichel right now, the number is 622-9622, and of course he'll be talking to you about more damage that he has controlled when we come back. You're listening to The Source, WOCA Ocala.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. For today, a mix of sun and clouds with a thunderstorm around, mainly during the afternoon hours over the interior. The high today, 91 to 95. There can be a shower or thunderstorm in the area early tonight. Otherwise, partly cloudy and warm overnight, those 73 to 77. Times of sun and clouds tomorrow with a couple of thunderstorms around, mainly during the afternoon hours. The high 88 to 92. Thursday, variable cloudiness with a shower and thunderstorm, high 87 to 91. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Joe Lundberg.
Chip, what's going on? What are you out there hitchhiking?
I heard a lot of excitement about a free ride from Ford, and they're right. This is a Ford.
Get in, let me explain.
Nice ride.
Look, first of all, Ford Free Ride is going on at Ford Lincoln of Ocala and Village Ford of Bellevue, and it means 0% financing for up to 72 months and no payments till fall.
We're already offering a 2015 F-150 XLT for an incredible $259 per month lease. And now we're offering 0% financing for up to 72 months and no payments till fall.
That's right, and there's even more unbeatable offers on America's favorite brand. Head to FordofOcala.com or MyVillageFord.com now and see how you can enjoy your free ride.
Great. You can let me out of the next leg.
Not all buyers of vehicles qualify for 0 per 72 months financing or red carpet leases. Resident restrictions apply. See dealer for complete details.
If you're anything like I was, the thought of getting older was the last thing on your mind. But here we are. For me, it started slowly. The lack of energy, never being in the mood, and when I was, I could never perform at my best. I tried the pills and other treatments with minimal results, and all but given up on my sex life. Then I found the doctors at New Male Medical Center. Wow, they made a new male out of me. Feel like I'm 25 again. I have renewed vigor, so much more energy, and no longer worry about my performance. New Male treated me like my situation was one of a kind, with a custom treatment plan that really works. I feel great. They can create one for you too. It does not matter if you suffer from low testosterone, erectile dysfunction, or just want to last longer. New Male will help you.
Call New Male Medical Center today at 352-404-4779. 352-404-4779. That's 352-404-4779. It will change your life. 352-404-4779.
It's rodeo time in Ocala. The Great Ocala Shrine Rodeo stampedes back to town September 4th and 5th, 7:30 nightly. Witness America's #1 sport and the greatest show on dirt as cowboys ride to help children walk. 33 years of broncs, bulls, and babes. For tickets and information, call 352-402-8808. September 4th and 5th. Don't miss the Ocala Shrine Rodeo.
All right, 13 minutes before 11 o'clock. Joe Reichel is here from Damage Control Services. Your phone calls are invited. The number is 622-9622. So you were in California. So we're hearing a lot of news about fires out in California.
Yes.
Could you smell any of them? Were you close enough?
We saw a bunch of what we thought was smoke, but we never could smell it. So it might have just been the smog and smoke.
But it's like really bad out there.
What's that?
It's really bad right now. I mean, it's just horrible. So.
Yeah, a lot of fires going. But I did not start any forest fires when I was there.
Which is good. Did you kill any turkeys?
I was out there deer hunting, actually.
Oh, deer hunting. Okay.
Yeah.
Why did I?
Because I hunt turkeys, too.
Oh, you were hunting turkeys?
Not there, but I have hunted turkeys.
Okay.
When I was in Pennsylvania last time, I was turkey hunting.
Did you get a deer?
No. Well, actually, I posted a picture of a little stuffed animal deer that I got. I did not get a real deer.
And you have a phone call. Good morning. You're on the air with Joe.
Good morning. Hey, Joe, this is Linda Gygax. Hey, I was thinking about you the other day. I had a customer call and he had some water damage. And
oh, no.
I was trying to explain the importance of getting that taken care of as quick as possible to avoid, like, mold issues.
Yes.
And I had a hard time getting across to them. I explained, the danger in that. And I was wondering if you could just, talk a little about that and explain how important it is to get fans in there and dry out the house as good as possible, to avoid issues.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure.
I'll hang up and listen.
Excellent. Thank you very much for calling, Linda.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Have a great day.
Thank you. And thank you for trying to refer them to me. Yes, whenever you have a flood, a lot of times, and we've had several recently, even people that one was an Allstate client. They had a flood, and they called and said, okay, what do we need to do? And we gave them the steps as far as to get it dried out and get it taken care of, and they decided not to. So several days had gone by, and then the adjuster comes and takes a look at it, and he said, you can't delay any longer. You have to do this. So what happens when you have a water loss, that water gets everywhere. If it's a broken pipe or whatever it is, you've got, the carpet gets wet, that gets the padding wet.
Yeah.
The pad acts as a sponge that's holding that water. The water then begins to soak up the walls, and if it's standing water, especially then. But a lot of times, even just an inch or two of water can cause considerable damage, because that drywall works as a wick to just wick it. The water just seeps up the walls and will cause more extensive damage. And then, if conditions are right, within 12 to 48 hours, mold can start growing. You have that to contend with, and a lot of times, your air conditioner, which is designed to get the humidity out, can't get it out fast enough because of the extensive amount of moisture, and that's when you have mold. Like you have the conditions where mold can grow. So it's very important to get it all out. Get all of the water out. Out of it. Get all of the water out as much as you can, and then get the fans and dehumidifiers set up in there to get it dried out the rest of the way. The only problem with that is a lot of times homeowners, you set all this equipment up and it's blowing air around, and it's creating heat. A lot of times they don't like that too much. But, this is a temporary thing that, a couple days at most that you need to do. If it's bad, 3 days typically, that you have to endure in order to make sure everything's dry, and you're not going to have potential health problems, as far as the health of the home and your health living in an area where there is mold contamination. So
yeah, it is one of those things that you have to take care of right away. The longer you wait, the more it's going to be a mess. The more damage and a health issue. Yes, and that's the thing. A lot of times people don't understand that you don't have to wait till your adjuster comes. We come in, we take lots of pictures. They understand. The sooner you get this taken care of, the lot less damage is going to be there. So get it taken care of quick. Get things happening so that you can get your home. Get your house back to being your home. Do you know what it sounds like? It sounds like people are afraid that if they do anything, the insurance company is not going to recognize it as severe as it really is. Sometimes, and maybe that's what it is. I don't know. And it's just a matter of taking really good pictures and documenting everything. And your insurance company is not your insurance is there to take care of you. They're not trying to take advantage of you or not pay for the claim. They want to take care of you. They want to keep you as a client. At the same time, though, you've got to be careful with insurance fraud and things like that. You always have that, and that's kind of this week's blog. Speaking of insurance fraud, is one of the things that I'm talking about on that. As far as one of the papers that a lot of companies have started to use. Contractors, disaster restoration companies. It's called an assignment of benefits. What that means is you, as the homeowner, are assigning all of your rights over to that company, so they're able to deal directly with the insurance company. And you have no more say in your claim. That sounds like a bad thing. It's a very bad thing for. So who's the in-between person? What kind of company is it called? Well, the company would be the restoration company or the contractor, but the paperwork that they use, one of the things in their contract is called an assignment of benefits. So once you sign that, you're giving all of your rights to that contractor in order to, they're able to take control of the claim, and this permits them to collect that claim directly from the insurance company. So, like I always say, whatever it is, if it's your insurance policy or if you've got an insurance policy, talk to your insurance agent. Find out exactly what
you're covered,
Right,
your coverages are, and what's excluded. So, just like this, if you have a claim, as you're going through the contracts with them, or even just having regular work done. Say you want to have an addition or a remodel, and you have to sign a contract with your contractor. Make sure that you understand thoroughly everything in that contract. If you sign that contract and haven't read it, or don't understand some of the language, you're doing yourself a huge disfavor. And it could be a costly one,
sure,
because you don't know what you're getting into. So never sign something that you don't fully understand. And if you have a claim and you're not understanding the procedures of the policy, always call your insurance agent.
Right.
They're going to help you through this. They're going to make sure that you're in good hands.
Do you know what? I think this came up once before, but it's, I guess, worth bringing up again, that if you don't have insurance and you hear that there's a storm out there, Erica is the one that's out there right now that we're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
Could you buy insurance today, knowing that there's a storm out there today, or is it too late?
I believe it's too late if there's already a named storm out there.
Okay.
They don't sell policies right now.
So you have to wait until the storm is
right.
Right now, it's unsure whether it'll reach us, but they're saying it might. So
it's very possible, and that's you never know with these storms, because their tracks, their projection is usually several days out, and they can change in a heartbeat.
Yeah, and you'd have another phone call. Good morning, you're on the air with Joe.
Hey, Joe, this is Linda again.
Excellent.
I think that if people don't have their insurance, they may still have a chance to get insurance. I wrote 3 policies before I left yesterday at 5 o'clock.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I'm not in the office today, but as of yesterday, I had no binding restrictions. But I wouldn't wait much longer.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, and answer that question for us, Lynn. If there is a named storm, you're not able to sell policies then, right?
Well, it depends. Like the companies sometimes will shut down counties. If it looks like it's only going to hit Dane County, Miami area, and that, they'll shut down that county. I mean, they still be able to write Marion County. It just depends on the individual company. Some are slower to shut down than others.
Huh.
Perfect.
A lot of them won't let you change coverages after they put the binding restrictions on. So you can't, like if you have $5,000 deductible, now you can't change it to, $500.
Excellent.
They won't let you increase coverages on the dwelling. If you think you're underinsured, now all of a sudden you want to insure the house for a higher value. So they restrict that, and they also some of them shut down. It just depends on the carrier.
Okay. Great information. I'm glad you called in.
That must have awesome.
Have a wonderful day, Linda.
Joe, before we say goodbye, give us some information how we can get a hold of you and catch up on your blog, and maybe even get a magnetic business card.
Well, we have our weekly blog, so you can sign up for that. All I need is your email in order to get you on that and give you some helpful tips and advice that you as homeowners can use in case of disasters. But the best way to get a hold of me directly is my cell number, 352-817-6574. Or you can email me directly, joe@damageflorida.com.
What's the blog about this week?
This week's blog is all about assignment of benefits.
Assignment of benefits? Oh, so that very topic.
The topic we were talking about, yep.
Wow, good stuff.
Yep.
All right, Joe, thank you so much. We will wrap it up. So we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
You going anywhere between now and then?
For lunch.
Lunch. All right. Thank you, Joe. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. For today, a mix of sun and clouds with a thunderstorm around mainly during the afternoon hours over the interior. The high today 91 to 95. There can be a shower or thunderstorm in the area early tonight. Otherwise, partly cloudy and warm overnight, those 73 to 77. Times of sun and clouds tomorrow with a couple of thunderstorms around mainly during the afternoon hours. The high 88 to 92. Thursday, variable cloudiness with a shower and thunderstorm, high 87 to 91. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Joe Lundberg.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
This is a Fox News Alert. I'm Joe Chiro. It's already been